watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for practicing social distancing by joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. Hazleton City Council members voted unanimously last night to extend Mayor Jeff Cassatt's curfew. The vote extends the emergency declaration through April 30th, which includes the 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew. It also restricts public gatherings and unnecessary travel.
I'm appreciative that the City Council believed in what we were doing and making a difference by extending the curfew and all its requirements. The curfew will now be in effect until April 30th.
People found in violation of the emergency declaration could face some fines.
The violation would be a summary offense, $300 up to a $300 fine, and actually could be 90 days in prison.
Non-essential businesses must also remain closed. If people want to report a business in violation of the order, they're reminded to contact their local police department and not dial 911. The city's also expected to receive around $400,000 in federal funding from the COVID-19 stimulus package, but guidelines haven't been issued yet on how municipalities can spend that money. Not quite in the words of Alice Cooper, but Governor Tom Wolf announced today that schools will remain closed for the rest of the academic year. Wolf made the decision after consulting with the Secretaries of Health and Education. Schools are still strongly encouraged to provide continuity of education for all students. The Department of Education secured resources intended to help out all schools that wish to use them. The decision applies to all public K-12 schools, cyber charter, private, and parochial schools. Colleges and universities also can't resume in-person instruction or reopen physical locations. All reopenings will be contingent on public health guidance provided by the Secretary of Health and the stay-at-home orders. Congressman Matt Cartwright announced new actions his office is taking to combat the virus in the city of Hazleton. WYLN's Philip Kaufman has more from yesterday's presser.
Yesterday, we attended the press conference at Hazleton City Hall with Mayor Jeff Cassatt and Congressman Matt Cartwright. During the press conference, Cartwright addressed a major concern with employers in the area.
We've had complaints about some of the local employers actually hiring direct from New York City and bringing people direct from New York City. Kind of the wrong idea. That's another area that I've teamed up with Republican politicians about is getting the local bus companies to stop running between New York City and here. Happy to say that has finally been accomplished and that stopped, but it doesn't help if that's true, if local employers are reaching out to New York for replacement employees.
Cartwright commended the city officials for their works in combating COVID-19 and for their efforts in having code officers inspect facilities to assure safety is met, but offered a new solution to make sure all boxes are checked.
To my mind, really the world's experts on industrial hygiene are OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. And that's a federal agency, and that's one that I think has to have a look at this. So I have called for OSHA inspections for 3 of the major local facilities, and that will happen.
Following statements from the congressman and mayor, questions were taken. Cartwright addressed a question regarding the statistics and evidence behind whether these major employers could be the source of the spread in Hazleton.
And the answer is I don't know. I mean, we get these complaints, and it creates a question of fact. Is this true? Is it not true? Is it a rumor, or is it backed up by solid evidence? And that is in part the reason that I have called for OSHA inspections in the Hazleton area. That's the way you get to the bottom of these things. I'm not an expert in industrial hygiene, but the people at OSHA are, and that's why I called for those investigations, those inspections.
Reporting from WYLN News, this is Philip Kaufman.
Thanks, Phil. Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassat received a barrage of phone calls after a fake page on Facebook used his photo. The fake page emerged yesterday with the mayor's profile picture and contained derogatory comments about politics and community members.
Created a fake Facebook account using the name Jeff Cassat. It was the same picture and background picture, however, it was a different name. So they went on and they were responding to comments and questions on other media outlets postings, and also questions from other people that were posting to myself.
The mayor was informed through his colleagues about the bogus page. It was taken down immediately, but unfortunately, the damage was done. Cassat contacted the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office about the matter.
Well, it's illegal to impersonate an elected official. Therefore, now I had to file a complaint with the District Attorney's Office, and an investigation will be done by the Hazleton Police Department, District Attorney's Office.
For safety's sake, all Facebook users should keep an eye out for bogus information.
But the easiest way to monitor, look at somebody's Facebook is if they have thousands of friends and a long thread going with it, it's usually a real account. If you have an account that has 10 friends, 15 friends, no pictures, it's usually a fake account. So that's what I would suggest. If anybody's trying to reach me, make sure you're contacting one of my Facebook accounts that have nearly 5,000 friends each.
The mayor did inform followers of his Facebook page and all its developments. State police continue to remind Pennsylvanians to keep their eyes peeled for stimulus check scammers. Remain vigilant against scammers attempting to take advantage of this upcoming stimulus disbursement and other programs associated with the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act. The CARE Act was signed back on March 27th, and since then, things like emails, texts, calls, and more have falsely circulated, claiming to have anything to do with the stimulus check.
Well, here's the thing. As far as the stimulus check, there's nothing you have to do to register for this. You do not have to contact anybody. As long as you filed your tax returns and, you pay your taxes every year, you're going to have no issue getting this. You're not going to have to require to talk to somebody about it or fill anything out, or more importantly, give somebody gift cards in order to receive your stimulus check. Unfortunately, scammers like to accept gift cards as payment because they're not traceable. That's the number one thing right there. If somebody contacts you or sends you a letter saying you have to pay this amount of money or you have to provide this amount of information to receive your stimulus check, it's a scam. Don't do it.
If there's one thing scammers can't do, is officially notarize what they send you, and that's a huge way to decipher what's real. If you're still unsure, run this by somebody else, like a friend or family member.
If somebody's calling an individual saying they have their check, that's an issue. You need to call law enforcement, especially if they're saying you have to pay this amount for me to give it to you. Again, they're just trying to receive compensation. They don't have your check. They're just trying to get money, get gift cards off you. Don't give into it. Just remember, be safe. Don't feel pressured into giving any information out there. Run it by somebody, and you'll be good to go.
Still have questions? More information on the CARE Act, stimulus checks, scammers, and more can be found online at psp.pa.gov. Sticking with state police, an investigation led to the arrest of a man in Carbon County. Kenneth Nibili died from a single gunshot to the head at a Carbon County home Monday night. John Anthony Martucci was taken into custody Wednesday, charged with 1 count of criminal homicide, and taken to Carbon County Prison. Well, the governor signed an order to provide critical aid to hospitals with targeted PPE and supplies distribution. The order ensures the best location and use of critical medical resources like N95 face masks, ventilators, respirators, face shields, safety goggles, disinfectants, and other sanitizing solutions by hospitals in the state. The order is directed at Pennsylvania private, public, and quasi-public healthcare providers and facilities, as well as manufacturers, distributors, and PPE pharmaceuticals and other medical resource suppliers. They must submit current PPE inventory, pharmaceuticals, and other medical resources to PEMA within 5 days. Coming up on Wyln News, LVHN upgrades for their testing site intake. Plus, Carmen's Bakery is still kicking and taking names down for Easter orders. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Ezra. I'm 5 years old. So it's gonna snow, so get your jackets on in case you want to play in the snow. And if you don't want to play in the snow, don't get your jackets on.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
CARES is a local and family-owned agency dedicated to providing exceptional services for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities throughout Pennsylvania. CARES specializes in day and residential services, respite, home and community, behavior supports, and chaperone vacations. At CARES, the participants are the VIPs. Now contracting life-sharing and respite providers, CARES, empowering individuals to maximize their opportunities and potential in their community. WYLN presents Community Update on the Coronavirus, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. with rebroadcast at 7 p.m. and 10 a.m. the following morning. Brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network, PBS 39, Adams Outdoor, and WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
Lehigh Valley Health Network's COVID-19 Assess and Test Center at Sherman Courts making the move to a larger location in the same building. The new site's located at 149 North Vine Street in Hazleton. The office was previously used by LVPG Family Medicine Vine Street. That office temporarily relocated to 140 North Sherman Court. People will be referred to this location if pre-test screening determines they should have an assessment and possible test. Pre-test screening's free by calling 1-888-402-5846 or through MyLVHN via e-visits. Pennsylvania's stay-at-home order continues, pushing Christians to get creative in finding new ways to celebrate Holy Week. WYLN's Phil Kaufman has more.
As COVID-19 continues to grow in case numbers in Luzerne County, many Christians aren't able to attend their churches for the most significant time for their faith, Holy Week.
Now, normally we would have a service Holy Thursday evening at 2 o'clock on Good Friday afternoon, but this year, because of not only the curfew in Hazleton, but because of the virus, we will not be having those church services. Easter is the largest Sunday of the year for Christians, and again, we will not be having church services.
Pastor Wayne Kaufman is the minister at Trinity Lutheran Church in Hazleton. He explained Holy Week for us and discussed his efforts during this time.
Holy Week, we would have a service on Holy Thursday, which is also known as Maundy Thursday, which celebrates Jesus celebrating the Passover meal with his disciples in the upper room, then going out to pray in the Garden of Gethsemane, being arrested and then put on trial, then being crucified on Friday afternoon at noon, which we celebrate as Good Friday. I will be recording something and placing it on Facebook, a meditation on Holy Thursday, and then again a meditation on and prayers on Good Friday.
Pastor Kaufman's wife, Pastor Michelle Kaufman, who preaches at St. Paul's Lutheran Church in Mountaintop, has taken a different approach to preaching on Easter. Last Sunday, known as Palm Sunday, the beginning of Holy Week, St. Paul's held a drive-in service where visitors could drive in and listen to the service through their radios, as Pastor Kaufman hosted on a staged area set outside.
Our plan for Easter is to offer a service at 9 and 11 as we did today. Today was our trial run. We wanted to feel it out, see if there were any kinks in the system. But next week we're ready to go. And the question's been raised as to whether or not we're going to continue this. As long as the pandemic continues and we are to observe social distancing, most likely we'll continue to offer services to our membership and others this way.
Reporting from WYLN News, I'm Philip Kaufman.
Thanks again, Phil, for talking Holy Week with your parents for us. Carmen's Bakery, like many Pennsylvania businesses, is adapting to virus mitigation efforts. WYLN's Rhino Sachi tells us how.
Businesses across Pennsylvania are adjusting to the ever-changing orders from the governor to help curb the spread of COVID-19. Carmen's Bakery is just one of the countless Commonwealth businesses forced to adapt to these mitigation efforts.
So we've been following the CDC guidelines, sterilizing everything and wearing our gloves. We put up a sneeze guard, and in the beginning we had, told everyone you have to be 6 feet apart. We've also instituted delivering food out to curbside pickup, and also people that are parking in the parking lot, we take that out.
Carmen's changed their hours ever so slightly, but it hasn't stopped the bakery from moving business forward, even if its doors are closed to the public.
We've cut down our hours somewhat. We used to close at 3, we close at 2 now. We've been busy. We've had tremendous support from our customers, and we're so grateful for that support. So we come in at night and we bake, and then we have pickup time during the day during this Easter week. People are welcome to place orders. We'll be closing on Holy Saturday, so that will be our last day for the Easter orders.
This pandemic has the world feeling grim, but Carmen's remains optimistic and thankful for everyone making sacrifices for the safety of others.
I know this is horrible and this virus has taken a lot from all of us, but I feel that it's given us two things. It's given us a greater appreciation of our families and what we have. We're so grateful to have good staff up there at the hospitals and all the first responders and everybody that come out to help.
To place an order with Carmen's, give them a call at 570-455-3700. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Rhino Sachi.
Thanks, Ryan. Now coming up on Glenn Summit's News Choice, we talk picking the right pet in Community and You. Plus, over $11 million seized in illegal drugs by PSP so far this year. Stay with us.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square. Have your event with Whitetail, graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return to a meal designed for you. Call Mike at 570-535-6123 for available group options.
As a community service to all our viewers, WYLN presents the Holy Week service broadcast schedule. The times are on your screen. WYLN family, owners, and staff wish everyone a blessed Easter and Passover.
Choosing a dog to welcome into your home takes a bit of time and research. Though puppies may be small and adorable, some breeds like St. Bernards can grow up to be over 150 pounds. That's just one thing to consider when choosing the right pet for you or your family.
Well, people have to do their homework too. It's their responsibility to know what they want and what they could handle. Different breeds have different needs, so we try to ask the important questions when people come in and try to work with them and kind of customize it so we work together to get the right pet for them. So,
if you have children, searching for an age-appropriate pet can make life a little bit easier.
Here's the advice I always give. The younger the kids, the younger the dog. An 8-year-old dog or 6-year-old dog might not want to tolerate a 2-year-old toddler. So sometimes, even though people say, hey, puppies are a lot of work, sometimes puppies are less problems. When you have younger children, you always have to be careful. You know, dogs bite. That's what they do, and it doesn't matter what breed, they're going to bite. If you pull on their hair, or you wake them up, or you kick them, or step on them, if you have food. 70% of dog bites are your own dog, and you wouldn't expect your own dog to bite you. But it happens, so the parents have to be really on their toes and be responsible, and it's not always what they want, it should be what's best for the family.
For those who have never owned a dog before, it's important to research and ask questions about caring for your first pet.
You research. You wouldn't go and buy the first car you see, so don't do the same thing with a dog. Don't walk into a shelter thinking, oh, I have to save one, I have to leave with one, you know. Most shelters around here, they don't hurt dogs, so they want to get it right. Everybody's in the same business to get it right for the dog. So ask questions, take your time, and then work with the people and see what works for you.
When a dog leaves the Carbon County Animal Shelter with its new owner, it's up to date in all its shots. It's also tested for Lyme disease and heartworm. It is then crucial for the owner to continue with health and wellness checkups.
We advise people to then, once they adopt it, take it for a wellness check with their vet. Establish a rapport with their vet. Let their vet meet the dog. If they're the first-time pet owners, we could give them some suggestions on who they may want to go to and start that way.
Connors also advises to have your home prepared and to give the dog time to adjust to his or her new environment. So take it slow, be patient and committed to making a happy and healthy life for you and your new best friend.
Coronavirus is now in our community and changing the way we live, but rest assured that your partners at Lehigh Valley Health Network are here for you. If you think that you have coronavirus or been exposed to someone who does, the most important thing you can do is stay home. Lehigh Valley Health Network is providing free screenings online and by phone. Complete an e-visit, call the MyLVHN hotline, or do an LVHN video visit. Know the symptoms, get the facts, and get screened from home at lvhn.org/COVID-19.
Hey guys, it's Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. If you want to take advantage of the President's Day sales event, get down here and see the savings. Save on Jeep Cherokee. Save over $4,000. Save over $5,000. Save over $5,000 on a Cherokee. Check out these prices on new rims. Save over $10,000. $10,000? $10,000? Holy smokes, what are you guys doing? And if a new one's not on your budget, check out the colors on these Jeeps. How about that Ram up there? So come take advantage of the savings at the President's Day sales event and see why we take the deals the other guys won't.
Looking for information on the coronavirus pandemic? Make sure it's from a reliable source. Go to WYLNTV.com and click on the Lehigh Valley Health Network banner for the real facts about the coronavirus pandemic. And watch WYLN News live at 5:30 for updates on this ongoing crisis. The source matters now more than ever. WYLN, we're your local network.
Pennsylvania State Police confiscated over $11 million worth of illegal drugs in the first quarter of 2020. From January 1st through March 31st, troopers seized more than 68 pounds of cocaine with a street value of nearly $1.5 million. Over 24 pounds of heroin and fentanyl were confiscated as well. State Police also collected 719 pounds of prescription drugs as part of its drug take-back program. The faithful can still attend services right from the comfort of their living rooms during Holy Week, while church doors remain closed to congregations. Wyln will broadcast church services from both St. Peter's Cathedral in Scranton and Christ Lutheran Church in Hazleton. This Holy Thursday through Easter Sunday can still be celebrated during the pandemic. Check out the times and dates up on your screen now, or visit our Wyln News Facebook page. From our family to yours, we wish everyone a blessed and healthy Easter Passover holiday. That's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. You can get news updates on our Wyln News Facebook page or WYLNTV.com by clicking the LVHN banner for the real facts about COVID-19. Stay with us. Look at today's weather is next here on Wyln TV.